Second point that today we are called Dalits because of an attempt of Baba Sahib trying to say, though we are distinct in different ways, we suffer from the same, but this is in petition at the round table. We suffer from the same elements. We are excluded in the same way. So we need a common policy. I don't care what ideology or historical anthropological evidence that you want to give. I don't care what the terminology is. I don't care if you want to do anything else. But we want to come together because we suffer from similar forms of lived experiences which is affecting our dignity as human beings and our ability to access even water or the minimal things that are taken for granted for the experience of human life. And why I'm sensing is, I'm sorry that I should have requested for a projection, but just to show that across the world, you have systems very similar. And if I tell you a story, when I first heard from a member of the parliament from Somalia in 2015, when some of us started to say, because of our experience in the World Conference Against Racism in Durban, where we came across several people also having the same kind of experience. But we were so engrossed in our own issues that we didn't have mind space to say, hey, come on, let's join hands because our issues are similar. Our experiences are similar. We are all facing this whole aspect of lesser human beings, not by a Britisher, not by a person from a different continent, like how blacks and whites have become, the whole issue of African descent is being seen only from the colonial experience. But pre-colonial times, from a so-called noble, they call them nobles, and they call people like us as slaves. Even today, that's the word that the dominant are giving. And when this person married to another person who's supposed to have come from the slave, there was such an amount of terror that they have experienced, they ran away. The uncle has a motor car garage, and the people, perpetrators from these so-called noble families came in search, and this is in Mogadishu in Somalia, came in search, caught the uncle and said, come on, you encourage this marriage, you bring us that person. He said, no, we do not know where they are. Yes, they have. We heard also, but I'm not able to find. No, you are hiding them. They ransacked the garage. They tied him up, beat him, and publicly hung him to death. When I closed my eyes, I was thinking, is he talking about a Mogadishu experience in Somalia? Or is he talking about near Nellore in Andhra Pradesh where such things are happening? In Tamil Nadu, such things are happening. And then I caught him and said, come on, you please tell me. Then he narrated his experience, how his mother, an agricultural worker, because she was not able to have, this is the member of the parliament talking, Muhammad Noor Ibn Shambara is his name. He narrated his experience, and I was thinking at every stage how his family has been excluded and is suffering. And he said, for the first time, I'm hearing somebody who is empathizing with me because we only talk about the Western racism of whites and blacks, not the internal, because internal they say, oh, it's a cultural practice, or it has happened to you because you are an individual. It's a structural system, exactly similar. It may not be identical. Identical is different, but it is similar. They face endogamy, segregation. Their villages are not similar, and more, they face the concept of purity pollution. And now tell me, if Baba Sahib was there, would he say, no, these are issues I'm not concerned with? So, we have found in Somalia, in Ethiopia, in Niger, in Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Mauritania, Senegal, Ghana, Cameroon, I'll go on telling you the experiences of similar, whether it is Maharashtra, whether it is Bihar, whether it is Uttar Pradesh, whether it is West Bengal, the same experiences, little variances. Vahaya system is similar to a Devadasi system. Trakosi system is also another form in Ghana. So once we realized that this kind of an experience, then I began to think the same thing. How they have dismembered us and put us a few people here, and put us a few people there, changed our religion. Some are Islam, some, of course, most of us may still be, and therefore we converted to Buddhism. We converted to Christianity. Not because of wheat or rice, which is what I think the present regime, so somebody else says that, oh, these people are converting because of rice. Sorry, we are converting because, like Baba Sahib, we don't want to, we have this experience because of our birth, but we do not want to continue our existence with this kind of a thing. Egalitarian, some kind of an egalitarian. They also have their own issues. They are the ones who colonized us, but doesn't matter, because of no other issue at that, no other possibility at that time. People have parivartan, transformed their thinking and not worshipped a faith which has perpetuated these thoughts. That's my second point. My third point I would like to share is, if this is the case of experience, and some people have termed it as race, we are saying as caste. In culture, in Africa, they call it in different ways. Some will say tribalism, some will say the typical ethnicity culture. And that's our experience also in world conflict. When we said this is an issue that falls under the definition of related forms of exclusion of world conference against racism, then people started saying, oh, you don't fit under this definition. Race is different from caste. And I'm sure Professor Thorat worked with all of these people. I don't know how he managed to work with them and still proclaim this thing. There are very so-called renowned I don't know, sociologists say, no, sorry, this is caste and race are different. In effect, I think, I don't know, maybe but his name, Diwakar Gupta and several others. Yeah.
Andhra
Andhra, of course. They all, and these people are pronounced, and they're playing with our experience using words to say why we should not be part of a policy. We're not here to debate ideologies. Of course, there's an ideological difference.